Today I'm going to teach you how to high pressure spray your vinyl siding, so stay tuned. Today we'll be using the Greenworks Pro 3000 PSI pressure washer. This is an all-electric power washer. The various pieces that comprise a washer is the spray gun, the spray wand. We have the power cord. This one has a GFCI built into it with a test and a reset button. Here we have the high pressure hose. This takes the water under pressure from the high pressure spray head to the wand and out the nozzle, delivering high pressure water to the area that's going to be sprayed. Here we have the detergent tank. Here's where you fill the detergent that's going to be used, that's picked up by the pressure washer, mixes with water and delivers out the spray head. The detergent that I like to use is Crud Cutter. I find this actually works pretty darn good. They make a couple different formulas. You could pick this up in any home improvement store. With this Greenworks Pro, I've actually used this a few times before, and the wand here, total length's about 2.5 feet, which is great if you're not having to reach too high on the side of a house, but you do have a tendency to get some splashback. It's a great wand, but I really preferred an add-on accessory that I actually do recommend. This accessory, the Surface Max, actually gets me out to about 9 feet in length, which is great if you really need to reach high. Perfect for 1, even 2-story homes. The one I'll be showing you today is a 1-story home that I'll be pressure washing. I don't necessarily need the entire 9 feet. I prefer going out to about 6 feet with this. Allows me to reach high up into the soffit area, and at the same time allows me to some distance between myself and the structure. So I minimize any splashback, meaning I'm not going to get so friggin' wet. On this model, the high pressure hose, both ends are exactly the same, so it doesn't matter which one you plug into the spray gun, and the other end goes into the unit itself. Next, we're going to hook up the garden hose to the pressure washer. Now I'm going to add the pressure washer concentrate to the soap holding tank of the pressure washer. This is the power cord for the power washer. As I mentioned before, the GFCI is actually built into the cord, which gives you protection from electrocution, which is a nice thing to have. You got to remember one thing: water and electric does not mix, so you always want to be careful. I'm going to plug in the outlet here. Happen to have double protection here. I also have a GFCI outlet here on the side of the house. Plug this in. I'm going to hit the test button, now the reset button, and I've got a green light, so we are good to go with the electric. Now, one of the things that I like to do to keep in mind when you're high pressure spraying siding is typically you have, and I'll show you an example here, siding that overlaps, right? And you always have one piece overlapping on top of the other. Here I always like to come from the direction of the overlapping piece on top of the underlapping piece. Okay, if I came from this direction, you'd see high pressure water would get underneath there. and I really try to minimize that effect or eliminate it by making sure that water doesn't get underneath the siding. Just not a good thing for the structure. Next, we're going to apply the soap to the vinyl siding. I've attached the soap spray head to the wand, and we're going to start applying the soap to the vinyl from the bottom up, and this avoids streaking. The other important thing to do is make sure you don't let the soap dry on the siding. Now we just applied the soap, as you can see. Now I'm going to switch out the spray head. I prefer the 40-degree spray head to rinse off the siding. I just switched over to the 40-degree spray nozzle now. This engages more resistance, I believe, so it creates higher pressure, shuts off the pickup tube or the valve that picks up the cleaning fluid from the tank, enabling just water to come out. What I'm going to do now is switch over to a different spray gun. I mentioned it earlier, I have one that's longer than this one. This is great for getting up to about here or so, but as you can see, I have to go up to about, I'd say about 12 feet or so, which makes it a little bit difficult with this, and I want to do a good job. So what I'm going to do is switch over to a longer spray gun. It goes out to about 9 feet. I've used probably about 7 feet of that. Find that works well for the height of this, this home. To switch over to the other spray gun, I need to release the pressure out of this hose. So what I did was I shut off the garden hose. I shut off the power for the pressure sprayer. What I'm going to do now is release water out of the gun by pulling the trigger, and that'll release all the pressure that's in this line. That should do it. I'm going to take off the tip. Once again, let's make sure all the pressure's out. Unscrew the hose and plug in this unit. Now to get started here again, I've turned on the garden hose. I'm going to put in the soap nozzle and power up the pressure unit. So that's a wrap on today's video. If you like that video, please press like and subscribe. See you guys soon. Bye now.